peanut butter jelly, jelly. Yum, 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 yum. Peanut butter jelly, jelly. Oh, my. I think we have a huge mess. What do you think?
Read it again.
See that?
I got it.
No. Now, I'm going to read something else.
What?
Did Mrs. Deloria get to read her lunch book?
No. Monster in the house.
No, I want to pick out the one I want to read. Cool. The alligator baby one time tickles my funny nose to think about it. It's called Alligator Baby. Now, usually Mrs. Deloria gets to read these, right? Because she gets totally wacko when she reads this book. She loves this guy. Whenever I see him on sale, I buy him for her. Because she just likes the way the guy writes. He's got a funny sense of humor. Okay? So, Alligator Baby. What page is that? Title page. What do you find on the title page? Last day's quiz. What do you find? Yeah, you see a picture. What else do you see? The name of the author, the name of the
writer.
That's the author, the writer. What? Illustrator. What else do you find? The publisher, right? And the name of the book. What? And where it was published. What year? Please spit it out. One night, Kristen's mother woke up and yelled, "A baby! A baby! I'm having a baby!" Do you think I'm doing it about as crazy as Miss Deloria does it now? Okay, good. All right, Landon, whatever you have, get rid of it now, please. I don't want a problem. Thank you. Immediately. No. Yeah, go ahead. Kristen's father jumped up and zoomed around the room, got dressed, grabbed Kristen's mother by the hand, they ran downstairs to the car and drove off really fast. Vroom! Unfortunately, they got lost. Uh-oh. They didn't go to the hospital. They went to the zoo. But it was okay. Kristen's mother had a lovely baby. Then they drove home and knocked on their front door. Bam, 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 bam. Why are you knocking on the front door? I'm very confused. But okay. This is the Robert Munch book. You have to find out what's going on. Okay. Kristen was home. Kristen opened the door, and there was her mother holding something all wrapped up. "Kristen," she said, "would you like to see your new baby brother?" "Oh, yes," said Kristen. So Kristen lifted up the bottom of the blanket and saw a long green tail. And said, "That's not a people tail." And Kristen lifted up the middle of the blanket and saw a green claw, and she said, "That's not a people claw." And then Kristen lifted up the top of the blanket and saw a long green face with lots of teeth and said, "That's not a people face. That is not my baby brother." "Mom, what are you doing?"
It's an alligator. Alligator.
Now, Kristen said to her mother, "Don't be jealous." You know what mommies say when you have baby brothers and sisters. They say, "Don't be jealous. It's okay. I still love you just as much as the other brothers and sisters." Just then, you know that story, don't you? Just then, the baby reached up and bit Kristen's mother right on the nose. And she yelled, "Ow!" Then the baby reached up and bit her father on the nose. And he yelled, "Ow!" "And that's not a people baby," said Kristen. "That's an alligator baby." "Goodness," said her mother. "I think that's the wrong baby." Can you imagine if Mommy had brought home an alligator instead of you? I think the family would have been really upset.
It would fall out.
It would have been good. Well, no, in your family, they'd have made a pet out of it. Right?
Yeah, they would have made a pet.
Okay.
They would take it out and throw it in the water.
Then put it back in the water, okay.
No.
So Kristen put the alligator baby into the fish tank, and her mother and father drove back to the zoo. They came back in an hour and knocked on the door. Blah, 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 blah. Kristen opened the door, and her mother said, "Would you like to see your new baby brother?" "Oh, yes," said Kristen. "I don't think it's going to be good news." I just don't think so. We're not to the end of the book yet, so I know it's not going to be good news.
I know.
Then Kristen lifted up the bottom of the blanket and saw a fishy tail, and she said, "That's not a people tail." And Kristen lifted up the middle of the blanket and saw a slipper, and she said, "That's not a people slipper." And then Kristen lifted up the top of the blanket and saw a face with whiskers on it, and she said, "That is not a people face. That's not my baby brother." "Now, Kristen," said her mother, "don't be jealous." Uh-oh, I think Mom really doesn't know what she's doing here. I'm starting to wonder how Kristen got home in the first place. Yeah, really.
Run.
Just then, the baby reached up with his flipper and flapped her father's face. Ow! He's a seal baby. We've got the wrong baby, Daddy said. So Kristen put the baby seal in the bathtub, and her mother and father drove back to the zoo. I mean, I'm starting to really wonder about these people. What is wrong with them?
What is wrong with these people?
They came back, excuse me. They came back in an hour and knocked on the door. Blah, 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 blah. They said, Kristen, would you like to see your new baby brother? Oh, yes, said Kristen. She lifted up the bottom of the blanket. Oh, no. And she saw a very hairy leg. She said, that's not a people leg. She lifted up the middle of the blanket, saw a very hairy arm and said, that's not a people arm.
I know what it
She
is.
lifted up the top of the blanket and saw a very hairy face. What do you think she saw?
A dog. Umbrella.
Okay, I bet you're right. And the girl said, that's not my baby brother. And what did her mother say? Now, Kristen, don't be jealous. So look at their house is turning into blue. Ah! Then the baby reached up with his feet and grabbed her mother's ear and the father's ear. Ah! And they both yelled out. It is the gorilla baby. You were right. We got the wrong baby. Here, let me do it, said Kristen. So our mother and father put the baby gorilla on the chandelier in the living room. And Kristen went off to the zoo on her bicycle. Now, honestly, really, now, we have a dog, we have a dog, and we have an alligator and a fish. I know, yeah. Because they're a lot like people, okay, in a sense, they treat them like babies. Yeah, and a fish, that's right. Oh my goodness, okay. So now, first Kristen looked in their snake cage. No people babies. Then Kristen looked in an elephant cage. No people babies. Then she stopped and listened. From far away she heard. That's more like it, said Kristen. She followed the sound. It was coming from the gorilla cage. Uh-oh. She's going to have a hard job getting that baby out of there. What's she going to do?
What baby?
Her baby brother, her real baby brother. The Wow is her baby brother. And he's in the gorilla cage. Uh-oh, oh no. And you know what? Gorillas are a lot like people. Because if they ever really happened, that something like that happened where a real baby was by a gorilla, a mommy gorilla, she would probably just pick it up and run and love it. And this is what happened. Kristen looked at the mommy gorilla and said, give me my baby brother. The gorilla jumped away and wouldn't give the baby back at all. Because she was being a mom. Gorillas are very protective mommies. They would rip you over the head off if you went near their baby. Do not ever go near a gorilla baby. Any animal. Never go near her with a baby.
Not even alive?
Okay, no, never, ever. Any animal. Cats, dogs, it doesn't matter. No, my turn to read. Then the people reached up. People baby. Oh, no, people baby did? The people baby reached up and bit the gorilla on the nose. And the gorilla yelled, ah! And she and his baby right to Kristen. She said, here, take it, I don't want it. Kristen jumped on her bicycle and pedaled home with her real baby brother. Leave it to the kid to get it done. Kristen knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When her parents opened it, she said, would you like to see your new baby? Kristen's mother looked up the blanket and said, look, people legs. Then she lifted up the middle of the blanket and she said, oh, look, people hands. And then she lifted up the top of the blanket and said, look, a people face. Kristen's mother picked up the baby and gave it a big hug. And her father took the baby and gave it a big hug. And her mother said, Kristen, you got the baby back. Good for you. Oh my goodness, the little kid had to go do this.